Have you ever wondered why people who buy an iPhone often stick with Apple for life? It's not just about the phone, it's about the ecosystem. Apple has created one of the most powerful and seamless technology ecosystems in the world. And in the next 10 minutes, we'll break down how it works, why it's so effective, and what it means for you. Let's start with the basics. What is an ecosystem in tech? In simple terms, it is a group of devices and services that work together so smoothly that they feel like one. For Apple, the iPhone sits at the center of this ecosystem, and everything else, the iPad, Mac, Apple Watch, AirPods, Apple TV, and even services like iCloud and Apple Music, connects to it. So how does Apple make this ecosystem so sticky? Let's look at the key pillars. Seamless integration. One of Apple's biggest strengths is how effortlessly devices talk to each other. For example, start writing an email on your iPhone and finish it on your Mac with handoff. Copy text on your iPhone, paste it instantly on your iPad with Universal Clipboard. Take a picture on your iPhone, and it automatically appears on all your devices through iCloud Photos. This isn't just convenience. It has Apple making it harder for you to leave the ecosystem because nothing else feels as smooth. Hardware plus software designed together. Unlike other companies, Apple designs both the hardware and software. That means iOS on the iPhone, macOS on the Mac, and WatchOS on the Apple Watch are built to work perfectly with the devices they run on. The result? Fewer bugs, faster performance, and features that only work because Apple controls the entire experience. Think about AirPods. The moment you open the case near your iPhone, they instantly connect. With other wireless earbuds, pairing can be clunky. Apple's control over both sides makes the difference. Services that lock you in. Apple isn't just about devices anymore, it's about services. iCloud stores your photos, files, and backups across all devices. Apple Music, Apple TV Plus, and Apple Arcade keep you entertained. Apple Pay turns your phone into your wallet. The more services you use, the harder it is to switch. If all your memories, documents, and media are tied to iCloud, moving to Android suddenly feels like losing part of your digital life. Continuity features. Apple has built small, everyday features that keep you inside the ecosystem. AirDrop lets you share files instantly between Apple devices without Wi-Fi or cables. FaceTime is so smooth that iPhone users often pressure their friends to get iPhones just to stay in the group chat. iMessage, the infamous blue bubble, makes texting between iPhones richer with reactions, media, and encryption. It is not that other phones can text or video call, but Apple makes it frictionless, and social pressure does the rest. Accessories and wearables. The iPhone isn't alone, it's surrounded by an army of accessories. Apple Watch unlocks your map, tracks your health, and mirrors notifications from your phone. AirPods seamlessly switch between your iPhone, iPad, and Mac. MagSafe chargers and cases snap perfectly into place. These extras don't just add value, they strengthen the ecosystem. Once you buy one, it makes sense to stay with Apple, so everything keeps working together. Security and privacy. Apple markets itself as the champion of user privacy. From Face ID that stores data only on your device to app tracking transparency that limits advertisers, users feel safer in Apple's walled garden. While other platforms offer similar security, Apple's brand reputation convinces people that staying inside the ecosystem means staying protected. The walled garden effect. All of these factors create what's called the walled garden. Inside the wall, everything works perfectly. But if you try to leave, say, switching from iPhone to Android, suddenly you lose iMessage, AirDrop, and that instant AirPods pairing. The garden is beautiful, but the walls are high. That's why Apple customers tend to stay Apple customers. The business strategy. Why does Apple build this ecosystem? Simple: loyalty and revenue. Once you buy an iPhone, you're more likely to buy an Apple Watch than AirPods, then maybe a Mac. You subscribe to Apple Music, iCloud storage, or Apple One? Over time, you spend thousands more than you would on a single phone. The ecosystem turns customers into lifelong users, and that's why Apple is one of the most valuable companies in the world. So here is the big picture in under 10 minutes. The iPhone isn't just a phone. It's the center of a carefully designed ecosystem, a mix of hardware, software, services, and accessories that all work together to keep you inside Apple's world. It's seamless, it's convenient, and it's powerful. But it's also deliberate. The more you buy into it, the harder it is to leave. That's the magic and the trap of the iPhone ecosystem. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to How True, where we explain the world in minutes.